Okay, we're going to get this started. Welcome to the regularly scheduled meeting of the Montezuma County Planning and Zoning Commission. It's being held in the Commissioners' Meeting Room in Montezuma County Administrative Offices, 109 West Main, Room 250, Cortez, Colorado. We're going to open with a Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the United States of America, and to the republic which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. All right, can we have roll call done?
Commissioner Hernandez.
Here.
Commissioner Armstrong.
Here.
Commissioner Neergaard. Here. Commissioner Lynch stepped out. Commissioner Doyle.
Here.
Okay, also present are Don Haley and Jane Duncan of the County Planning Department. Absent, Commissioner Haley Saunders. Please turn off your cell phones during the meeting. Important calls can be taken outside. Has the Planning and Zoning Commission reviewed both August regular and special meeting minutes? If we have, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the planning and zoning minutes for the August 14th planning and zoning meeting. Those include those changes that
Yes.
Commissioner, okay.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Call for the vote.
Commissioner Hernandez.
Aye.
Commissioner Armstrong.
Aye.
Commissioner Neergaard.
Aye.
Commissioner Doyle.
Yes.
Okay, no further discussion. Motion carried. It was unanimous for those present. Okay, the Montezuma County Planning Commission welcomes you to this meeting. This board is comprised of members who are tasked to make recommendations to the Board of County Commissioners. We are not the decision makers. We encourage public comment after each permit. Persons speaking during the public comment will be limited to 3 minutes, or depending on the number of people wishing to speak, it may be reduced at the discretion of the Planning Commission to allow all members of the public the opportunity to address their thoughts and concerns. When addressing the commission, please come to the podium. State your name and address for the record prior to providing your comments. Comments to individual applicants are not permitted, and participants may not yield their time to others. I will be voting tonight. Roll call, Don.
Commissioner Hernandez.
Here.
Commissioner Armstrong.
Here.
Commissioner Neergaard.
Here.
Commissioner Doyle.
Here.
Okay, number one, notice is hereby given. Montezuma County Planning and Zoning Commission will hold a public hearing for the purpose of reviewing and determining recommendations to be made to the Board of County Commissioners regarding a proposed subdivision amendment application to Lot 2 of the Lynch Minor Subdivision. First amendment submitted by Paul Abate and Staci Cost on property located at 14587 Road 29.75, Dolores, Colorado, consisting of 21.05 acres more or less, located south of Road R, east of Road 29, situated Section 33, Township 37 North, Range 15 West of the New Mexico Prime Meridian. This is a public hearing. Was the public notice published?
Yes, sir.
Was evidence of letters to the adjoining neighbors and mineral owners submitted?
Yes, sir.
Was a sign posted?
Yes, sir.
All right, can we have the applicant please come to the table? Thank you. All right, can we have department findings, please, Jane?
Sure, the applicants are proposing to amend Lot 2 of the Lynch Minor Subdivision, first amended, to divide into 3 parcels. This amendment will result in a 4-lot moderate subdivision. The surrounding properties consist of agricultural and residential uses. The area is predominantly smaller parcels within subdivisions. The current access is off of Road 29.75. Any new driveway access will be required to obtain a permit from the Road and Bridge Department. Montezuma Water Company says that there is a 4-inch main line running through the middle of the property. And they have water available for 3 additional 5/8-inch residential taps. Wildfire Adaptive Partnership recommends a waiver from a wildfire mitigation plan due to the parcel is at low fire risk and mainly looks to be cleared of forest fuel. The county noxious weed manager recommends a waiver from a comprehensive weed plan. However, the property owner is still responsible for management of noxious weed populations. And that's basically it.
Okay. You have anything to add to that?
No.
We're good?
No.
Okay, thank you. Okay, commissioners, questions, comments?
How is access gonna work to that 9 acres at the, I guess to the west there? This one right here?
Right.
Yeah.
Which,
How is access gonna be granted to that parcel?
We're gonna do an easement along that line.
Okay,
That'll go back.
The no-
and-
okay, along that line,
So
to the back.
60-foot easement there.
Okay.
The center line?
Yeah, the center line, the dash line.
Across the 6.4 acres, is that what that is then?
Yeah, it'll be actually on the north lot.
On the north lot?
Yeah.
On the 5.5, okay. And the easement's going to be
A 60-foot.
60-foot easement? That was one of my questions. Okay.
Nothing?
Okay. 29.75 is a green road, correct? Or is it,
Currently, yes, it is.
yes, it is. So it is maintained by the county?
No,
Okay. It's a green road and not maintained by the county?
correct. It was reinstated as green in 2022, when this subdivision was approved, but it's got a long history and we don't need to go there.
Okay.
When the Lynch 2-lot minor was created, there was a dedicated 60-foot right-of-way to the county for the road right-of-way.
Okay.
That's lot 2. So it comes down, and this is the dedicated right-of-way.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's not a county-maintained road. Quick history, when the Polston Minor went in 07, 06, it was approved,
So it goes
which is
up
the
to
16 lots down here.
Oh, wow.
This subdivision road
Mm-hmm.
was acknowledged as the access to get to this and be approved versus 29.75. Mickelson's just subdivided this with their access and driveways coming off here. But there's all kinds of issues with that section, but
In the middle. So
It was a-
29.6 is county road and maintained by the county?
no, it's a subdivision road here.
It's not, okay.
Can I speak?
Who maintains
that-
those roads? Do you know?
Yeah, so 2975 is maintained down to where 29.6 meets it, right where the white circle is that says 2975.
Okay.
So from paved road down to that circle, it is county maintained because they can turn around there. I went and talked to Virginia about it. The reason they won't come down is because they don't have a turnaround at the end. So, yeah, I could put a turnaround there if they wanted to,
Right.
you know, on that property. I could put a cul-de-sac right there for just a turnaround, but he just can't turn the grader around
Okay.
without going on private property.
So then those 3 lots that you're creating, one of them still has a home on it, right? Has a structure?
No, there's no structure.
There's no structures, okay, so they're gonna be 3 lots, they're gonna be for sale?
We're gonna keep the north one and the west one, and then we're gonna sell the.
Okay.
the south one.
Okay, so we got the easement. Okay, and the water's gonna be hauled in?
No.
You have taps, you have taps, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
The Montezuma Water Company said that there's a 4-inch main line.
Okay.
That runs through the middle of the property.
So, right now, the property sits at what acreage, Don? It sits at 35?
21.
21.
How big is it?
So, do we have to rezone to 5 to 9?
Yeah,
Okay, so we are gonna rezone it then, too.
3 to
Correct.
9. Yeah.
I didn't see it in the front.
yeah, that should be noted in the motion.
In the motion, yeah. All right, and we're gonna
Public
rezone.
notice says
Yeah,
amendment.
it's just not in the
and
front up here.
rezoning, so.
Rezone. 5 to 9. Okay. So we have,
Yeah.
we make a motion, then, yeah, you know, do that. Okay, if nothing else, then we'll open it up for public comment. Anybody wishing to speak for or against this application, please come to the podium, state your name and address.
Hello.
My
My name is Kelly Shepherd, and I do live at 29.6, County Road 29.6, and I'm that house there. Yeah, exactly. So I do have a question, and I talked to you, Don, about it earlier on, and I don't know if this is the right forum for it, but I would like to know, it was brought to my attention that my house should be 29.75. It is currently addressed 29.6. And what would I have to do, or what, I am concerned about the road. I'm not a part of the 17 lots I'm told that are below me that are subdivision, and now I've got 3 more lots coming in above me, plus further up the road. It's my understanding when I moved into my residence in 21 that that was County Road 29.75 to my house, which I pay taxes for. And somewhere in all this, I'm supposed to pay the Juniper subdivision below me to use the road. I know you just said you didn't want to get into it, but can anybody here advise me what anybody's going to do about that? Is it supposed to be 29.6 or 29.75? And I don't know how Paul feels about it, but you've got 2 more places going in, and I guess he's comfortable with that. I do not know. And I am concerned as to where the house is going to be built on the south lot of the Abate subdivision. And it is an agricultural, I was told this was supposed to be maintained as an agricultural area. There's a lot of wildlife that's going to be squeezed off. They're already being squeezed off. It's a fawning area. We do have a variety of wildlife in the area that does concern me, but that's Mr. Bates' land. I realize that, but I do have concerns because I am a private residence. I'm trapped in the middle of all of this. Can anybody advise me on what to do about the road? Like Paul said, he said he'd be willing to put in a roundabout. I would too, if it was maintained down to my residence as initially I thought it would be. Who do we address that with?
So we could get you with addressing, because currently you're addressed odd and it should be addressed even, so your address needs to change anyway, if you want it changed.
But by doing that, isn't that saying that the road should be 29.75 to my house? And
To
now-
me, I don't know, that's an addressing GIS question. They do that per the driveway access and the house location. But the driveway looks to me like it comes off 29.75, but you can contact addressing and figure that out.
Yeah, would make sense. Well, that's a good question, because
Yeah,
her
but
property is.
Not for this
Yeah.
public hearing.
No, not here, yeah, but that's a good, would the road and bridge department have any input on that? Just to help her out with the road and bridge?
Somewhere in all this, it just seems
They'll
like
have
we
to
need to
look-
make a decision.
They'll have to
and who
check
do-
and
who
see
do I
if there's a
speak-
driveway permit.
Okay. Yeah, I would try, yeah, go through road and bridge, or try the Don's, like Don said, the GIS here, figure out, because that's a good dilemma, it really is.
Well, I find myself paying for a road that is supposed to be county road.
Okay, thank
Yeah,
you. Your time is up, thank you.
okay, who was that again?
The addressing department?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
GIS department in the land department, here.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, anyone else? All right, we'll close the public comment period, bring it back to the commissioners.
Okay. All right. I'll make a motion to recommend to the Board of County Commissioners to approve of a proposed subdivision amendment application and rezoning application to Lot 2 of the Lynch Minor Subdivision, first amended, submitted by Paul Abate and Staci Cost, based on the following. The proposed use is in conformity with the code. The proposed use should not generate any significant adverse impacts on other property in the area, and public utilities and services are available or can be made available to support uses consistent with the proposed zoning.
Okay. One of the conditions I would put on you, that when you sell the new lots, that those new owners are made aware of the land use code. Okay? That's, okay.
I think we need to add an easement.
The easement.
Oh, correct,
Yeah.
and that there is a 60-foot easement that is on the, it's on the south property line of the north 5.5 acres. Yes, 60-foot easement. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay. Okay, we have a motion and a second. Call for the vote.
Commissioner Hernandez?
Aye.
Commissioner Armstrong?
Aye.
Commissioner Neergard?
Aye.
Commissioner Doyle?
Aye.
Okay, motion carried. It was unanimous for those here. Thank you. Okay, can we have roll call on?
Commissioner Hernandez?
Here.
Commissioner Armstrong?
Here.
Commissioner Neergard?
Here.
Commissioner Lynch?
Here.
Commissioner Doyle?
Here.
Okay, wait a minute, we gotta go here. Two, yeah. Couldn't find it. Where was two? Okay, number 2. Notice is hereby given the Montezuma County Planning and Zoning Commission will hold a public hearing for the purpose of reviewing and determining recommendations to be made to the County Board of Commissioners regarding a proposed 5-acre single lot development and rezoning application submitted by Brenda Daves, agent Brenna Webb, on property located at 25580 Road 18, Pleasant View, Colorado, consisting of 328.38 acres, more or less, located south of Road CC, east of Highway 491, situated in Section 3, Township 37 North, Range 17 west of the New Mexico Prime Meridian. It says a public hearing. Was the public notice published?
Yes, sir.
Was evidence of letters to the adjoining neighbors and mineral owners submitted?
Yes, sir.
Was a sign posted?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we have the applicant come on down. Okay, can we have findings, please?
Sure. The applicant is proposing to divide off 5 acres more or less from their 328.38 acres for residents. The remaining acreage will not be a part of this subdivision and will remain ag. The surrounding properties consist of agriculture and residential uses with several smaller parcels in the area. The current residence is accessed from Road 18 since the year 2000. Any new driveway is required to be permitted through the county road department. Montezuma Water Company stated that they have a 12-inch main line on the east side of Road 18, and it currently provides water for the residence that is there, and can provide water for an additional 5/8-inch residential service. Wildfire Adaptive Partnership recommends a waiver from a wildfire mitigation plan due to the parcel being categorized as the lowest risk factor, and the majority of ground cover is agricultural. The weed department also recommends a waiver from a comprehensive weed plan. However, the property owners are still responsible for weed mitigation. And that's basically it.
Okay, anything to add to that? No, sounds good. Okay. Commissioners, questions, comments?
I don't really have a question, it's a comment. Just make sure that when you draw the new property boundary, that you're maintaining the setbacks for the existing residents.
Okay. Anything else? Commissioner Lynch?
Nothing for the applicant, just that the date referenced for the land use code on the permit is the old date and not the new date.
Oh, November 7th. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I have a question. So originally, whenever, Don, that parcel 25976 was cut out of the original 300+ acres, and now we're gonna cut it up again, there's nothing in the code that says we can keep cutting 5-acre parcels, 3-acre parcels?
Not anything directly. I mean, there's 300 and some acres, so
As long as they,
to add one more parcel for a family member is not a stretch.
okay,
Now, if you took one 5-acre corner and then you decided the rest of the 300 would be 5 acres because you set a precedence, that would be a problem.
okay.
That 5 acres was created by an exemption in 1999. It wasn't even a single lot development.
Okay. And this is gonna be rezoning also for the 3 to 9?
Correct.
Yeah, okay. Okay, that's all the questions I had. Okay, we're gonna open it up for public comment then. Anyone wishing to speak in for or against this application, please come to the podium, state your name and address. Okay, seeing none, we're gonna close it and bring it back to the commissioners for further discussion and or motions.
I'll make a motion to approve to the Board of County Commissioners a proposed 5-acre single lot development and rezoning application submitted by Brenda Daves, agent Brenda Webb, based on the following. The proposed use is in conformity with the code. The proposed use shall not generate any significant adverse impacts on other properties in the area, and public utilities and services are available or can be made available to support uses consistent with the proposed zoning. And no conditions.
I'll second.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second. Commissioner Lynch. Okay. Get it right this time. Okay, now can we have a call for the vote then?
Commissioner Hernandez.
Aye.
Commissioner Armstrong.
Aye.
Commissioner Neergard.
Aye.
Commissioner Lynch.
Aye.
Commissioner Doyle.
Aye.
Okay, motion was carried and it was unanimous. Good luck to you. Okay, roll call, please.
Commissioner Hernandez.
Here?
Commissioner Armstrong.
Here.
Commissioner Neergard.
Here.
Commissioner Lynch.
Here.
Commissioner Doyle.
Okay. Number 3, notice is hereby given. The Montezuma County Planning and Zoning Commission will hold a public hearing for the purpose of reviewing and determining recommendations to be made to the Board of County Commissioners regarding a proposed 3-lot minor subdivision and rezoning application submitted by Tracy Westfall, agent Cheyenne Stower, on property located at 22252 Road 22, Lewis, Colorado, consisting of 36.54 acres, more or less, located south of Road Z, east of Highway 491, situated Section 20, Township 38 North, Range 16 west of the New Mexico Prime Meridian. This is a public hearing. Was the public notice published?
Yes, sir?
Was evidence of letters to the adjoining neighbors and mineral owners submitted?
Yes, sir?
Was a sign posted?
Yes, sir?
Okay, do we have the applicant come on down? Is the applicant's not here? Okay.
Agent? Is he agent?
Agent? No, there, no representation for this application. Okay. Then I guess we just carry on without him.
Yeah, planning can present it.
Say again?
Planning can present it.
Yeah. Can we have findings, please? Jane?
Sure. The applicant is proposing to create a 3-lot minor subdivision. The surrounding properties consist of agricultural and residential uses. The current driveway has been in use since 2001 when the residence was built. Any new driveway permit is required to be obtained from the County Road and Bridge Department. Montezuma Water Company has a 4-inch main line on the east side of Road 22, which provides water to the mentioned property and does have water available for 3 additional 5/8-inch residential taps. Wildfire Adaptive Partnership recommends a wildfire mitigation plan that is necessary. While the property is classified as low risk, there is dense juniper and pinyon fuels, especially around the existing structures. If the landowner would like to schedule a risk site assessment to determine whether the home ignition zones have been mitigated, they can contact Wildfire Adaptive Partnership, and they would come out and do a site assessment. The county weed department has recommended a waiver from the weed plan, but they are still responsible for weed management. Basically, that's it.
Okay. Commissioners, discussions, questions?
I don't see how it's divided here.
Oh, it's, you got this sheet right here?
Oh.
It's splitting it in thirds, north to south.
There's gonna be three.
There's a house on the south, what would be the south lot, the third lot.
So the other two driveways will come off of Road 22.
Correct.
Yeah.
And the reference to the land use code on the permit the date should be changed to be the correct date.
Okay. Anything else? No? Okay, we haven't opened this one yet for public comment.
This,
Okay, we're gonna go.
Jason is the applicant, is that right? Yeah.
For number
Westfield, number
3 is Westfall. And that's the applicant, right?
3. Right, if I look at these, you're looking at 3 lots here? 1, 2,
3, right, and she
Mhm.
owns
She
the
owns
one
that
down
one.
below.
and the one below.
Correct, separate lots, separate parcels. Okay, we're gonna open up for public comment. Anyone wishing, speaking for or against this application, please come to the podium. State your name and address. Seeing none, we'll close it and bring it back to the commissioners for their verdict.
Mr. Chair, I recommend to the Board of County, start this over again. Mr. Chair, I recommend that we I move that we recommend to the Board of County Commissioners to approve a proposed 3-lot minor subdivision and rezoning application submitted by Tracy Westfall, agent, Cheyenne Dolores, based on the following. The proposed use is in conformity with the code. The proposed use shall not generate any significant adverse impacts on other property in the area, and public utilities and services are available or can be made available to support. Use is consistent with the proposed zoning, and I have no conditions.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. No further discussions. We'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Hernandez,
Aye.
Commissioner Armstrong,
Aye.
Commissioner Newgard,
Aye.
Commissioner Lynch,
Aye.
Commissioner Doyle.
Yes.
Okay, motion carried. And it was unanimous. Okay, moving on. Number 4. Oh, sorry, roll call.
Commissioner Hernandez,
Here.
Commissioner Armstrong,
Here?
Commissioner Newgard,
Here.
Commissioner Lynch,
Here.
Commissioner Doyle.
Here.
Okay, number 4, notice is hereby given that the Montezuma County Planning and Zoning Commission will hold a public hearing for the purpose of reviewing and determining recommendations to be made to the Board of County Commissioners regarding a proposed 2-lot moderate subdivision and rezoning application submitted by Harold and Linda Randolph on property located at 13348 Highway 145, Dolores, Colorado, consisting of 15.89 acres more or less, located north of Road N, east of Highway 145, situated in Section 6, Township 36 North, Range 15 west of the New Mexico Prime Meridian. This is a public hearing. Was the public notice published?
Yes, sir?
Was evidence of letters to the adjoining neighbors and mineral owners submitted?
Yes, sir?
Was the sign posted?
Yes, sir?
Okay, can we have the applicant for this? Come down. There we go. great. Can we have the department findings, Jane?
Mr. and Mrs. Randolph are proposing to divide their property into one 5.7 acre parcel and one 10.2 acre parcel. The surrounding properties consist of agricultural and residential uses along with commercial uses. There are several small acreage parcels in the area. The current access for the property is off of Highway 145. The CDOT would like to have the Randolphs to submit an application for the current access off of 145 for the current, for the existing residents, just to have record for that, because it's the house has been there for so long, it just never was. It was grandfathered in, but now they're doing this development with their property. CDOT would like to have record. But the new parcel will be accessed off of Road N. There is already an access apron that is present off of Road N, so that's where the new parcel will be accessed off of. Montezuma Water Company has a 3-inch main line on the east side of Highway 145 that currently services the residents, and they have water available for an additional 5/8-inch tap. Wildfire Adaptive Partnership states that a wildfire mitigation plan is not necessary for this parcel due to the lower fire risk, and its majority is agricultural. The county weed department recommends a waiver from the a weed plan, but the residents are required to maintain the noxious weed population.
Okay. You have anything to add to that?
No.
Pretty good, all right. Okay, commissioners, discussion, comments?
Date,
Shall I say the date? It's the same thing on this one.
the
so-
date is wrong.
Yeah, the land use code referenced on this permit is incorrect. It's been superseded, so
Okay.
I suggest the date be changed before it's brought before the commissioners.
Okay,
Just as a note, those dates have been changed, but when these applications were given to the applicants, the date had not been changed.
okay, anybody else?
Nothing.
And I don't either, believe it or not. Okay, we're gonna open it up for public comment. Anyone wishes to speak in the for or against this application, come to the podium. Seeing none, we'll close it and move on to the commissioners for recommendation.
I'll make a recommendation to the commissioners, recommend to the Board of County Commissioners to approve the proposed 2-lot moderate subdivision and rezoning application submitted by Harold and Linda Randolph based on the following. The proposed use is in conformity with the code. The proposed use shall not generate any significant adverse impacts on other properties in the area, and public utilities and services are available or can be made available to support uses consistent with the proposed zoning.
I'll second.
And we have a motion and a second. No further discussion, we'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Hernandez,
Aye.
Commissioner Armstrong,
Aye.
Commissioner Neergard,
Aye.
Commissioner Lynch,
Aye.
Commissioner Doyle.
Yes.
Okay, motion carried, it was unanimous. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Okay, roll call done.
Commissioner Hernandez,
Here.
Commissioner Armstrong,
Here.
Commissioner Neergard,
Here.
Commissioner Lynch,
Here.
Commissioner Doyle.
Yes.
Okay, number 5. Notice is hereby given, Montezuma County Planning and Zoning Commission will hold a public hearing for the purpose of reviewing and determining recommendations to be made to the Board of County Commissioners regarding a proposed 16-lot major subdivision and rezoning application submitted by Paul and Dana Weiland, agent Cody Maxwell, on property located to be determined Highway 145, Cortez, Colorado, consisting of 91.76 acres more or less, located south of Road M, west of Highway 145, situated Section 13, Township 36 North, Range 16 west of the New Mexico Prime Meridian. It says the public hearing, was the public notice published?
Yes, sir.
Was evidence of letters to the adjoining neighbors and mineral owners submitted?
Yes, sir.
Was a sign posted?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can we have the applicant come on down? It's number 5. Okay, planning department findings.
The applicants are proposing a 16-lot major subdivision consisting of single-family stick-built homes. The lots will be restricted to 1 home per lot. There will be 35 plus acres that will not be a part of this project, but will deed it. Are you still going to be deeding it restricted? No. Yeah, okay. I didn't think so. Surrounding properties consist of agricultural and residential uses along with commercial uses. There are several smaller acreage parcels in the immediate area. There will be one access off of Highway 145 with a 60-foot easement through the subdivision and cul-de-sac. The applicant has performed a traffic study and submitted a permit application to CDOT, which is in process. CDOT has stated that they have received all the information and the application is currently being processed. Montezuma Water Company does not currently have a water line in place for this service. However, the developer, which is Cody Maxwell, has been in contact with Montezuma Water Company, and there is a plan to in place to extend the main line to the property. At this time, they will be able to service each lot. When the main line is completed, Montezuma Water Company will be able to provide water with 5/8" service taps. And wildfire mitigation plan is not needed due to the clearing of the parcel. And the weed department recommends a waiver from the weed plan.
Okay. Anything to add to that?
Just one note, the CDOT application is approved on that.
It is approved. Okay, great. I'll cross that off.
Cody, could you have CDOT email me a copy of that? I can put it in your file. Thank you.
Okay. Commissioners, questions, comments?
I was wondering about the 35-acre portion. Are you dedicating that to open space, or what is your plan there?
No, eventually could potentially sell it as one lot, but we won't further divide that into other residences. So I got access with the CDOT permit for 17 lots total. That way I'd have access to that one additional 35 lot. So that's all the access that I applied for.
Okay. Jane, I didn't understand what your question was in terms of a restriction on the deed.
Well, at first, Cody was wanting to deed restrict that parcel for not being subdivided, but he's changed that to where it's going to just be one lot.
So if that gets sold in the future as one lot, then whoever buys it would be able to further subdivide that?
Yep. Yeah, I was looking at putting additional homes on there, so I was gonna do deed restricted with like a 20-some acre lot, but I just dropped the housing count down to 16 lots to keep the 35-acre parcel in there.
All right, thanks.
So what will prevent that from being developed? On CCNR? It's gonna be in your restrictions or
Just in the housing section, but not on that 35 acres.
on the
So-
35?
Correct. So you'd have to go back through the CDOT process to see if you could gain additional access. So that's why I only did it for the
Okay.
17 lots, so 16 single-family residents and then one for that 35-acre parcel.
Okay, that answers that question. Commissioners? Okay, we have, existing groundwater can handle that? That's kind of a little low-lying area, isn't it?
It is. I did a wetlands delineation study on it as well, and all the residents have road contour or elevated out of that. So anywhere where there is a wetland area, it's in the lower on the 35-acre section.
Okay,
Yep.
so you have done a study then?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and the utility easement is the little leg off to the south?
Yes.
Right. Okay, and if you bring water in, will it follow the contour of the road?
It would, yes.
So- Okay. And that brings me to whose road is it gonna be?
It'd be a private road.
It'll be private road?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it'll be private water line then?
Yes.
Okay, and you will be the developer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're gonna maintain and build those lots?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll build out all those and then I'll charge a road impact fee. So we have future monies to help keep it maintained.
Maintain the road,
In the future,
okay.
yep, as each lot that we build out, so.
Okay. Anybody else? Okay, we're gonna open up to public comment. Anybody wishing, speaking for or against this application, please come to the podium.
Please turn on the mic. Thank you.
Good evening, Commissioners. My name is Noah Herman. I live at 11187 Highway 145 in Cortez. First off, I just want to say this is nothing against the owners. We're good people. But we're the ones that live there and have to deal with this. So I served in law enforcement here in Montezuma County for the past 14 years. I care deeply about this community, not just because I live here with my family, but because I've spent my career working to keep our neighborhoods safe and healthy. From that perspective, I want to raise some broader concerns about this subdivision proposal. First, Cortez is already experiencing the challenges that come with rapid growth. We see it in rising housing costs, we see it in traffic, and we see it in increased calls for service. Our police, fire, and EMS are already stretched thin. Adding another subdivision, a large subdivision, when there are already multiple developments in town struggling to fill lots, only increases demand without addressing real community needs. Second, infrastructure and services are already under pressure. Roads like Highway 145 and Dolores Road were not built for subdivision level traffic, specifically in that area, coming out with the school, with the church that's there. Gives me some concern, which I'm not sure what that would entail with CDOT. Increased congestion means slower emergency response times and greater risk for accidents, which we just experienced a pretty big accident just to the north there. Public safety is not just about crime; it's about making sure families can get help quickly when they need it. Third, development like this is has long-term consequences. In law enforcement, we often see that poorly planned neighborhoods, those built without enough green space, without thoughtful traffic design, without respect for the surrounding community, end up creating more calls for service and more safety concerns. Decisions made here don't just affect us in the next few years, it'll affect us and the health of Cortez for decades. Finally, there is a question of need. Cortez does not currently have a shortage of available housing lots. What we have is a shortage of affordability. Another high-cost subdivision won't solve that problem. It will actually drive up higher prices. Responsible growth means building what the community truly needs, not simply just adding more of the same. I ask that you consider the immediate project, not just the immediate project, but the long-term impacts. Will this subdivision make Cortez safer? Will it make the housing more affordable? Will it strengthen our infrastructure and services, or will it strain them? If the answer are no, then I would believe, then I believe the responsible choice is to deny the proposal. Thank you for your time and for your service to the community. So on a side note, again, just with the church school there and all the traffic that comes through there, there's been a lot of issues that we've seen. We used to take our son to Lighthouse. So we're concerned about the turn lot there. Then we also have our entrance, which would be that right away. So we're in the, I'm sorry, I'm trying to point that out in my mind here, southwest section here.
Okay,
I'm sorry, southeast section there.
Thank
So
you.
we just
Thank
wouldn't want to have that there. So, but thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Good evening, Commissioners. My name is Amy Herman, and my family and I live at 11187 Highway 145. I'm here today to respectfully but firmly oppose the proposed 16 subdivision on Highway 145. This project would completely surround our property, boxing in our home and land. What is now open space and a safe environment for our children would be replaced with roads, construction, and dense housing right up against our fence line. This would take away so much from our family. Our view, which is one of the reasons we made our home here, our children's safety as a subdivision, traffic will bring congestion and speeding to an area where kids currently walk, bike, and play. Our peace and privacy as we would go from being part of a rural Cortez to being an island inside a subdivision. Beyond our family's impact, this project raises larger community concerns. Traffic and safety on Highway 145 will worsen significantly. This road already carries heavy volumes, not only from through traffic, but also from Lighthouse Baptist Church and Academy, and from San Juan Gym Rock Shop. Adding subdivision traffic into this mix creates serious safety risks for drivers, children, and pedestrians alike. The county has recognized this danger before. In 2022, the Summit Lake subdivision was restricted until CDOT required a left turn declaration lane on Highway 184. That project was denied on public safety grounds, and Highway 145 deserves the same level of protection. Wildlife displacement is another consequence. This land is regular habitat for deer, fox, raccoons, honeybees, geese, and other animals. Pushing them out with dense housing not only disrupts the natural balance of the area, but also increases the chances of vehicle-wildlife collisions on Highway 145, further compounding traffic and traffic hazards. Incompatible growth. Cortez already has subdivisions that are not filling up. Building more is unnecessary and does not reflect responsible, sustainable growth. The county's comprehensive plan calls for preserving rural character, protecting public safety, and ensuring sustainable development. Surrounding a family's home with dense housing does not meet those goals. For these reasons, I respectfully ask you to deny this subdivision. Please protect our family and our children's safety and our community's future. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Okay, we're going to close the public comment, bring it back to the commissioners. When I questioned you about the groundwater, and you're talking about 3 acres, 16 lots, that's going to be able to handle that kind of septic systems on each lot?
Yes, sir. We did a test pit with Craig Wickstrom Engineering.
Could you just get a little closer to the microphone?
Yeah. Yeah, we had Wickstrom Engineering do test pits to verify groundwater throughout the property. And then all where we have the road mapped, it's all elevated above the wetland area.
And you did 6 test pits, all right?
Yes,
Not 16.
not 16, no, sir.
So you-
Why, just is that for cost?
Just
reason
the
or saving
topography
money?
coming from the engineer, the topography of the land after doing those test pits. So if you, the road contour, it's a higher elevation than where the wetland area is.
So, and Don, each lot was going to end up having to have its own septic permit, and it's going to have, it's going to be required to have its own tests also.
Right, at that point,
Okay.
the location determines gravity flow or a pump system, and they would have to do their own,
Each lot.
correct.
Okay. So
Yeah,
if
we
it didn't
do.
pass, then it's not going to be built.
I'm concerned with the 35 acres and what potentially could happen to that. You're the developer, you're not the owner of that land at this point in time?
Once, if it gets approved, then I'd be the owner
You
of
would
it
own
as
that
well.
35
Yes, sir.
acres as well?
Yes, sir. And there's, on the 35 acre portion, there is a previous subdivision, I believe it was 1.6 acre lots, and I think they had 2 to 3 lots in that 35 acre section right there. That'd be the only actual buildable spot that you'd want to put homes on. And it'd be in that northeast corner of that 35 acre section. Yep, right there.
Up in here. Yeah, up in there. But there are no plans for that, right?
No plans. No. That's why I only did the permit for the 17.
It's very unlikely CDOT's gonna let any more traffic go in there on that access.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could we put a condition, Don, that would prohibit any future building, splitting of that 35 acres?
No, I don't think so.
The 35 acres isn't part of the application. It's not a part.
It's not a part of, oh, that's right, okay, right, you're not a part of, yeah. So we'd have to address it separately. It would come back to
Well,
us.
we-
Yeah,
If it's
Yeah.
gonna be developed, it'll be
It
a
would,
was
separate-
to be developed, it would then have to have its own application.
Right, come back to us, okay.
and then go.
There's the
before
protection.
CDOT again.
Okay. Any other questions?
Yeah, there's obviously a lot of small properties around there, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of little ones down below. These are all little guys.
All the little squares, right?
Mhm, yep, in here. These are all 3 acres.
What are these?
Oh, I don't know because we don't go that far. We're only up against it. Adjacent properties.
What type of, I believe the two public speakers that came up are in lots 12 and 13 on this map, is that right?
No,
Is that right? 12 and 13?
they're right there in the corner.
Right.
Yeah, that little, in the notch, yeah.
So,
They were part of the phase 1 of the original planned unit development, and phase 2 was rescinded. They decided not to pursue that. Otherwise, there would have been 5 other lots.
I think those, 1.2 or 1.6 acre lots.
Yeah, it was an approved PUD, but now this is strictly a subdivision application.
And then also one more note on that lot 12, CDOT wanted our access to be right there.
Up
And-
above. They chose the location? Or
No, it
suggested?
was where the current access permit is where lot 12 and 13 were,
Oh,
where I have a
down
marked
below.
60-foot utility. I moved that to the north end of the property, so we're not driving that traffic
Mm-hmm.
past those residences that were not part of the subdivision now.
that's that strip there, then?
Yeah, that's
Yep.
gonna be an easement, yeah. For utilities. So somehow it's gonna have to go through there, cut up one of the lots. and
Yeah,
get
that's
into the
actually a
street.
current 60-foot utility easement, and that's where the current, for the previous subdivision, was gonna have the access. I didn't wanna drive that vehicle traffic past those 2 residents, so that's why we
You went up
pushed
above.
CDOT to get it on the north side, yes.
And your electric's gonna be underground in the street.
Yep.
So how are you gonna get from there up?
There's a cabinet on the north end and on the south end of the property on the west or east border.
So from the utility easement, how are you gonna get to the road?
We'll have a utility easement going from the southern easement up to the road, and then where our road accesses off 145, we'll have another utility easement coming from the northeast corner down to the road right there.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
What's the timeline for this project? How long is it gonna take?
It'll take, like, to build out the houses or just the development
Yeah,
part?
to build it all out.
Probably 3 years.
3?
Yep, the housing section. The roads, infrastructure, all the horizontal stuff would go this fall or winter, depending on weather.
Out of curiosity, you gonna stick built or?
Yeah, single
Big stick built.
family ranch homes, minimum like 1950 square foot.
Okay. Okay. If there's nothing else, with
These are all, to
Entertain a
be
motion.
what?
Oop.
These are targeted to be zone agricultural, residential. Do we have a plain residential
No, well,
Nothing-
there is an
certainly
R,
No agriculture gonna be.
AR?
there's an R3 zoning, and you cannot grow anything on it.
So you can't have a lawn.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
So I have no more questions for the applicant, but for discussion, I do.
Okay.
So after the applicant is done.
Okay, well, I'll entertain a motion then.
Oh,
If
you're
there's
gonna
no-
do a motion next.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then I'm ready for discussion.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, so, to the public comment was a concern about the subdivision, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. I understand there's concern about the loss of, the view that you're gonna have and what used to be kind of, the rural feeling is not gonna be there anymore, but, this particular subdivision is right up against another subdivision as they are all moving out toward the north. So as Cortez expands, it does it a little at a time, hopefully, and it's not a decision by Cortez, it's a decision by the landowners that own that property and them wanting to develop and wanting to submit their application like this gentleman. So my perception of this is the perfect typical case of subdivisions being developed as the city of Cortez grows. And there's gonna be loss of rural feeling, loss of views. You're gonna start feeling surrounded as houses go in, but that's the nature of the process as I understand it. Now, I could be wrong, but that's what I'm seeing. So even though I feel for you, this is like, for me, the perfect case of putting in a subdivision. So I can't go against it. It fits the land use code.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with what you're saying. At the same time, it's kind of obvious that's what's occurring. You know, right on the land use code, 1201 general, major objective of land use code is to protect the rural character of the county and the enactment of development regulations, et cetera. So, yeah, it's a bit of
I mean, if this was,
a conundrum.
yeah, and if this was sticking out in the middle of, properties all adjacent, 100 acres on each side, yeah, you'd have an uphill battle. But like Commissioner Lynch said, this is the building blocks, step to step to step. Yeah. What's your choice?
Yeah, I mean, this is a county property. It's not annexing into City of Cortez, so, yeah, I'm in the same opinion that you guys are. This meets all the land use code requirements. I don't see any reason why I would recommend not approving it.
Is that a motion?
Oh.
Okay.
Well, I can actually do a motion. All right.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to recommend to the Board of County Commissioners to approve a proposed 16-lot major subdivision and rezoning application submitted by Paul and Dana Weiland, agent Cody Maxwell, based on the following. The proposed use is in conformity with the code. Proposed use shall not generate any significant adverse impacts on other properties in the area, and public utilities and services are available or can be made available to support uses consistent with the proposed zoning. I don't have any conditions.
Okay, my condition would be that all the new owners are notified about the county's land use code, okay? So they're aware of it. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, Commissioner Lynch, we have a motion and a second. No further discussion. Call for the vote.
Commissioner Hernandez,
Aye.
Commissioner Armstrong,
Aye.
Commissioner Newgard,
Aye.
Commissioner Lynch,
Aye.
Commissioner Doyle.
Aye.
Okay. Motion carried. It was unanimous. Good luck to you.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, roll call.
Commissioner Hernandez,
There.
Commissioner Armstrong,
Here.
Commissioner Nergard,
Here.
Commissioner Lynch,
Here.
Commissioner Doyle.
All right, number 6. Last one. Notice is hereby given, the Montezuma County Planning and Zoning Commission will hold a public hearing for the purpose of reviewing and determining recommendations to be made to the Board of County Commissioners regarding a proposed subdivision amendment application for a common lot line change to lots A and B of the Bear Dance Ranch 2 lot minor development submitted by Catherine and William Voiles on property located at 13550 Road 42, Mancos, Colorado, consisting of 23.61 acres more or less, and Aaron and Melissa Walls on property located at 13520 Road 42, Mancos, Colorado, consisting of 3.88 acres more or less, and a subdivision amendment application for subdividing Lot A of the Bear Dance Ranch 2 lot minor development into 2 lots, submitted by Catherine and William Voiles on property located 13550 Road 42, Mancos, Colorado, consisting of 23.61 acres more or less, all located east of Road 42, situated in Section 2, Township 36 North, Range 13 west of the New Mexico Prime Meridian. This is a public hearing. Was the public notice published?
Yes, sir.
Was evidence of letters to the adjoining neighbors and mineral owners submitted?
Yes, sir.
Was a sign posted?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we have the applicant come on down. Applicants. This is as bad as that other one, that was 5 of them. There's only 3. Okay, can we have the planning department findings?
Sure. The applicants are proposing to amend Lot A of the Bear Dance Ranch 2 lot minor subdivision or development, creating one 11-acre parcel and one 12-acre parcel. This amendment will result in a 3-lot moderate subdivision. Also, Mr. and Mrs. Boyles and Mr. and Mrs. Wallace are in agreement of a common lot line change to lots A and B of the same subdivision. This change will result in the Wallace property increasing approximately 1 acre. The Wallaces would like a property line that adds more acreage and room near their home. And the Boyles want boundary lines for each property to be straight and make sense in the future. The surrounding properties consist of agricultural and residential uses with several subdivision parcels in the area, along with property owned by the U.S. Bureau of Reclamation, which is the Jackson Gulch Reservoir. The current residents on well, both properties, I guess, was in 1940, with access is in existence from that time. So water right now, it is through a cistern, but any water service will be in the future due to location of the property. The property is part of the upper Road 42 Water Association for water line configuration in the future. So the upper Road 42 Water Association is in the process of getting water to Road 42.
How are they doing that?
That would probably be a question for Don.
Special Water District, they're looking for grant funding, so it's kind of on a long hold.
Isn't that the one that came before the P&Z earlier?
It's come before the P and
They-
before BOCC before.
Yeah, there was one of the northern property owners did a 1-acre in-kind donation that will purportedly house their water storage tank. So it'll be pumped to that tank, gravity fed to the other 20-some property owners, but the grant funding cycle is minimal right now.
Okay.
So it's all fed by cisterns right now.
Okay. Do you have anything to add to Jane's discussion? No? Okay. Okay, Commissioners, I'm sure we have questions and concerns, so.
So if you,
We'll
did
get
you
talk-
understand the map there, that
Right.
.96 acre triangle would go to the Wallace that has this current 3.88 acres?
Right.
And then this part, the balance, would look to be
Is gonna be split.
split in half, more or less.
Okay. So this photograph, this line is not in existence then, right? Oh, sorry. Right.
On the screen.
Well, I'm just talking about the photograph that we have.
Okay.
I don't know that it's that one.
All right, never mind.
That
was
was,
given to us.
they were going to follow an existing field fence
Okay,
and decided
okay,
that that
So
was more
that solid line is
problematic.
now the dashed line. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Following that existing fence was more problematic than just to
Okay. Clear as
make it like they want it and put in a new fence, if they fence it.
Okay.
The access easement is basically on the road that you see here.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah. And would have to have an easement to the back lot.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Well, Brenton, now that we talked about that easement, I know the commissioners have brought that up several times, that they don't like shared access. But, in my opinion, an easement can be written as exclusive as it possibly can, so I disagree with that thought of theirs.
Correct.
Easement can be protected.
The commissioners don't want shared easements, but it's not in the land use code.
Yeah. Okay. Access. Just as a curiosity, the road that's along the ditch, that's within the property line, so that is an easement, the ditch and the road? Do we know? It is. And is that an exclusive easement to the ditch people?
Correct.
Okay, that answers that one.
It
So
was,
we
it
can't
was
put a road
also,
there.
yeah, it was also brought up with the landowners to the north there when they divided their property for that one parcel. The ditch wanted their easement to be exclusive and not be used. So that's the reason why the owner to the north made their own driveway easement.
Good.
That yellow line is the
Use
driveway
driveway
easement.
easement for
Yeah,
that back
yeah,
lot.
Yes.
can't
for
use
their
it.
new lot.
Okay. Okay, now, where did I see that?
Is this a big concrete ditch, is it?
Yeah,
Portion of it is concrete, not all of it. Actually, along our property is not concrete.
Where did I see that?
This section is concrete, down to here.
Actually, further down.
Does, oh yeah, there you go.
That's right there.
Okay. Let's go back to that boundary adjustment. That's not it.
How far are these properties before you go to the forest line?
That's it.
Sorry, say that again?
How far are you from the forest? I mean, you're up the road quite a ways, I guess.
It's very close.
Oh, me, yeah.
Up there.
Half a mile, mile?
Well, I would estimate.
Okay, when,
There's one more property, or to the north of us, and then there's one more property just to the north.
That top one's the old Wyatt Ranch.
That's the one.
Yeah, they're big pieces.
okay. And when we make the boundary adjustment, there's no buildings that are gonna be out of compliance or anything, okay? Okay, no other questions?
I
We'll,
see no issue with the boundary adjustment.
we'll think, yeah.
I just, again, point out that the land use code reference is incorrect and needs the date change. I suggest it for the permit that's given to the BOCC.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna open this up to public comment. We have one public.
One lady.
One lady.
One left
Okay, she's not
standing.
coming up, so, then we'll close the public comment and bring it back to the commissioners for recommendation or more questions. And we're gonna tackle them both at the same time, so we're voting on both. The lot line adjustment and the split.
Mr. Chair, I'll make a motion to recommend to the Board of County Commissioners to approve a proposed subdivision amendment application for a common lot line change to lots A and B of the Bear Dance Ranch 2-lot minor development submitted by Catherine and William Voiles on property located at 13550 Road 42, Mancos, Colorado, consisting of 23.61 acres more or less, and Aaron and Melissa Wallace on property located at 13520 Road 42, Mancos, Colorado, consisting of 3.88 acres more or less, and a subdivision amendment application for subdividing Lot A of the Bear Dance Ranch 2-lot minor development into 2 lots submitted by Catherine and William Voiles based on the following. The proposed use is in conformity with the code. The proposed use shall not generate any significant adverse impacts on other property in the area, and public utilities and services are available or can be made available to support uses consistent with the proposed zoning. I have no conditions.
Okay, the only condition I would see recommended to make sure that we have that easement to that back lot.
I'll tell you, I apologize to Mike for not bringing this up before he made his motion, but I'm looking at the fire mitigation. I've seen fire mitigation done around the existing structures, but this back lot is 12.8 acres. That's why I'm asking how far we are to the forest. We're not far from the forest there. And look at that. I mean, you can see it from this picture. It's densely wooded with ponderosa. I can't tell if there's a lot of gamble oak in there as well, but there's certainly a lot of ponderosa.
Right.
And this thing says Wildlife Adaptive Partnership recommend a fire plan. I think we need to have a fire plan as well. You see
What
what
is that what you said? To recommend?
it says, when the subdivision was created in 22, Wildfire Adaptive Partnership recommended a fire plan based on connectivity to large stands of ponderosa surrounding steep topography. There's steep topography there too. And runs off to the side, surrounding, and then there's the however, is the applicant has mitigated around existing structures.
So that was 3 years ago.
Yeah, an existing
So has
structure.
it been, did it,
In existing structure, there's gonna be new existing structures up here presumably.
obviously there will be.
This statement comes directly from the Wildlife Adaptive Partnership.
Right.
So
I think that's my point.
I only have to take what I am given.
Yeah. So they're.
So part of
They're
the,
waiving it.
I don't need to take what I'm given though. I mean,
They're waiving it
that's
then.
different from you in that regard.
so part of the covenants, the 8 minimum covenants, one of those is that wildfire mitigation will continue as the course of any roads or buildings are created or constructed. I mean, you can't go in there and just clear cut 12 acres and call that mitigated. But when roads are added and structures are added, then the mitigation continues. And Wildfire Adaptive Partners will come out and meet with people at their property to develop a plan and go over exactly what recommendations they have
And I'm sure.
in a
that's-
plan.
I mean, yes and no. I mean, if they clear cut the 12 acres, that is fire mitigation.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate fire mitigation.
Yeah, but,
That's also called weed creation.
Nobody's gonna want it. I wonder if you could put that into
No,
a condition, that. If that's all, we're looking for a second?
I'll second.
Is that it added as a condition?
That's what I asked him.
I'm I'm sorry?
You want that as a
I would
condition?
like that as a
Okay.
condition.
That fire mitigations,
We'll continue.
We'll continue.
Okay.
okay.
I think it's pretty important, particularly up where that is. I mean, that's,
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's
you
what,
know, you're backing
Celeste
close up to
meant by
2
what she
million
said.
acres of forest land,
Mhm.
which I'm sure is why you like living up there. As do I.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. No further discussion. We do have the conditions that the easement and then the fire mitigation will, continue, especially for that back lot. Okay, call for the vote.
Commissioner Hernandez.
Aye.
Commissioner Armstrong.
Aye.
Commissioner Newgard.
Aye.
Commissioner Lynch.
Aye.
Commissioner Doyle.
Aye.
Okay, motion carried, and vote was unanimous. Good luck, guys.
I don't think we've ever had a double one like that before, have we?
Oh, yeah, we had one that was five things at once. Yeah. Okay, we have roll call. Got started on the list.
Commissioner Hernandez.
Aye,
Commissioner Armstrong.
present.
Here.
Commissioner Newgard.
Here.
Commissioner Lynch.
Here.
Commissioner Doyle.
Trip me up.
I am here still.
Okay, we'll continue with LLC regulations, final draft to the BOCC.
So we need to decide who's, this group is gonna come present at the workshop? Is that
So we're,
what's going
yeah,
on?
so rather than having it during a commissioners meeting, that it would be better to have it during their workshop that's on, in the afternoon. So that would be at 1:30 on September 22nd.
1:30. Okay, and I will be around.
So
I can't.
I haven't seen a final draft. Do we have one?
Nope, we don't have one, and we will need one.
Well, you gotta have one before we can present it.
We have,
Plan-
What was the time?
So the planning department isn't gonna.
Be
format-
1:30 Monday, the
The
22nd.
22nd.
Down here?
Right.
So the planning department won't format it and put it in the
1:30.
section that it needs to be in? Just asking.
It depends on how you guys want it worded and how you want it to fit. If you've got part of it in under special use permits, if you've got part of it in under high impact permits,
Gotcha.
if you have it as its own spec section.
so I wasn't meaning that it be merged yet. What I was meaning is that we see the final text of what we want to put in, and we can, I attempted to say where my suggestions would go, and that's kind of how I was envisioning it, but I don't know what you guys feel about what's been written so far.
So you're saying we could put it into different categories or create its own?
But either one,
Either one.
it would make more sense as a subcategory.
To correct-
I wouldn't
correct
make,
its own.
I wouldn't
I
make
agree
it
with
a
that.
category by
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah, I don't wanna zone it.
Yeah, I agree with that. Keep it. as-
Yeah, and
That way.
Yes.
We don't want to get into separate zonings,
No,
and
no.
No, definitely not.
I would think not.
that would be another level of nightmare.
Okay, so you have all the comments from the other commissioners?
And I did actually finally get a hold of the guy from Mesa County, and they have not processed any
Have you
application.
seen this instead? Okay,
Yeah, I've been kind of following along.
okay. Well, if you have all the comments, then just kind of put something together and throw it back at us, and we'll call that the final draft. Or give it one more shot and have.
I'm gonna say, your guys gonna have to draft it up,
and-
because
And have things back to you.
if I do it, I'm gonna put in my own thoughts and not your thoughts, so,
Well, we gave you the thoughts.
You should put in your thoughts.
Yeah,
oh, I have.
Yeah.
And in the,
You.
some of those thoughts are not in the draft that you guys have.
Oh, okay,
Well,
well,
that's even better.
we want to see all the
Thinking
thoughts.
about it a lot more than we
well,
are.
are
See
your
all the
thoughts
thoughts.
pertinent to the code, or are they commentary?
Because I like the way Mike did it, where we had the different colors. This was yours, this was mine, this was the original.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
like
why I
that.
did that.
The problem was that I forgot to include yours because I think you wrote in blue that one time, and
I did blue.
I read
Yeah.
them, but I didn't
Yeah,
remember to
here
put
we
them
go.
in.
Can we do that, Don?
There we
Put it all that back together, in colors or not colors, that doesn't matter,
Some people.
and get it back to you by,
None of us, though.
you know, a week from today, period.
No, no.
I'll even look at it on vacation.
Women don't get color.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, we can't have agree and disagree. I mean, it's gonna have to basically.
No, if you disagree, then by all means, you have to say something. You have to put words to
One would
it.
hope.
Yeah, well, I mean, you have
I
to.
think it's your
But to
responsibility.
say agree, that's
It's your
fine.
responsibility to say
Yeah.
something.
I would never have uses by right put an acre of solar panels anywhere in the
There you
county.
go.
Say that again, you would never,
I would never agree that, because in here, we had up to an acre as a use by right of solar panels going anywhere in the county.
I don't have a problem with that, but.
I would have everything that is larger than just your own house have to be approved with a special use permit and a high impact.
Didn't that go with certain zones only?
Yeah.
It kinda does with Mesa County's regulations.
No, I mean on the suggestions that I made, I think I said
Right.
which zonings that
I would put it with every zone unless you're putting it on your house just for your own private use.
yeah, you're,
If you're putting 1 acre on the ground, I think it better be permitted, but that's
Yes.
just me.
no,
I agree.
yeah, okay. Let's go back one more time. When you say personal use, does that mean it's staying on your property, you're putting it in batteries, and you're using it?
Right.
Okay,
Correct?
so,
It is not going on the grid.
no,
It's
so-
not going to your neighbor.
You're gonna-
It's your own
it's not going
personal.
back to the grid.
Nope.
Okay,
I wouldn't limit it that way.
So-
Not everybody wants batteries.
Correct,
I mean,
correct.
As long as
So,
you're
yeah.
netting out.
right. I disagree with that. I have solar. It's going strictly back into the grid, just turning my meter backwards. That's all it's doing.
And that's
So
fine. That's
the
your
difference-
That
personal
should be
use.
all right, to me. That should be fine.
As
Again,
long
it's
as you're
not,
not a generator.
No,
per
just-
se. I
it's-
mean,
yeah.
It depends. If you're netting out
well,
near zero, I would say big deal.
Yeah, we're not
then
gonna
we go
read the
back to what Mike
meters.
said, it's gotta be a portion of your square footage of your house.
No, your
You
load.
can't go by
Do
the
it?
house. I mean, I got
No.
barns, I got.
If my
I
current,
mean,
If my-
the structure that it's on.
if,
Shit.
if
I
my,
wouldn't put it on structure at my property.
Okay, well, if
I'd
it
put
goes on the ground, then I agree with Don. If it goes on the ground, then it needs to be permanent. Then we
so
need to do that.
that's real,
It would
that's real
depend on
easy.
the size of it.
The definition of use by right is no permitting necessary. If you make it conditional, then it would require permitting. That's all you have to do is make it conditional rather than use by right in order to settle the issue.
And I think that's the way it should be. If it's on the roof, and if you're either using it for yourself, or give me some language, or you're sending it back to the grid for your own benefit, then you don't need a permit. But if it's on the ground, then we need a permit.
Wait a sec, what difference does it make? Why would I wanna ugly up my house by putting it on my roof when I got a slope, I could put it on there, tying right into the line? That makes no sense.
Yeah.
I need a permit, but you can, I gotta look at your damn roof glowing when I'm driving down the highway? It makes no sense at all.
I would say it depends on the size of the ground mount system.
Like that, yeah, how are you gonna define it?
Up to an acre.
Yep.
Mike says up to an
Well-
acre.
Yep.
Well, good
I'm
that.
with Mike.
With
I wouldn't put
the,
down more than an acre.
Ooh, that's 208 foot square. That's an acre. 208 foot by 208 foot.
An acre's 43,000 feet.
That's
isn't
what I
it?
said. It's 208 feet by 208 feet. That's a lot of solar
That's
panels.
about what I need.
That's a lot of solar panels.
You
Okay,
should-
well,
you
then-
should see
then-
my bill. I got water heaters for the stalls.
Like I said, you guys are gonna need to finalize this and give it to me.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm okay with
So-
acre if that's what we want to do.
Use by right, in my opinion, should be no more than twice the load on your property. Therefore, if your property is using 50 kW, you can have 100 kW. That's not, 100 kW is 1 acre, but nobody uses 50 kW, right?
No, yeah.
Not unless you're processing something.
Yeah, so 100 kW, 1 acre, is quite a lot. So if you say twice your home and building load, whatever your outbuildings and your home use, twice of that would be sufficient. And if you want 1 acre, you're gonna have to permit it. So that would be conditional use.
Anything over 1 acre is what you're saying?
No.
No, he's.
Anything over twice your load
Twice your load.
is conditional.
Anything over twice your load. So you have mom and pop that just have a dishwasher and a washing machine, and then you have somebody like Mike with everything. Horses, water, horses, heaters, everything else.
Pumping it up to the
So
bottom of the hill.
that's, it may be fruit, but it's apples and oranges.
I would
So
think
we
some
have
of
to
your-
address, we have
some of
to
your
address
actual
that.
Agricultural people will have, they use much more electricity.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
Well, how's that enforceable?
It's a problem, but I don't know what are you gonna.
It-
Well, that's what I'm saying, like, we're just depending on the property owner to own up to that conditional use permit,
What's this on
Which
the
is-
land
I'm-
use code, yeah.
which I'm fine,
Yeah.
you know.
It's
I'm
the
just-
same as putting up a barn up
just
against the
putting that-
property.
Wow.
You know, it's the same thing. You have to know, you know?
Well,
I mean, there has to be.
yeah, I mean, there's a difference between measuring from a structure to a property line and then what we're talking about here. So, like, understanding what the load is for any given property, it just, I don't know.
It's
It just doesn't seem like we're gonna be able to enforce it.
And
It's
who's
either a
gonna-
use.
Who's gonna do it anyway?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, like, it's just, it's,
Or maybe it's just, maybe I'm just too naive. I asked. Put
So-
in solar
well,
on
you're-
my farm.
you're great.
I asked, yeah.
So it's easy.
Can I do
If that's too complicated, don't do it. Just
Yeah.
put rooftop. Rooftop is all, and if you want anything more than that, you need to permit it. So it's conditional.
I don't
I
know.
would put
Yeah.
square footage of panels as opposed to where you position the panels, roof versus ground.
I can kind of see that point. I can
Okay.
see that point. One cost to the other is extreme, though.
so,
On a roof is a lot less money than putting it on the ground. A lot less.
But he's
Yeah,
got a good
I mean,
point.
I would never put them
Yeah,
on my
yeah,
roof.
yeah. But, I mean, that's okay.
So what we
You're
do,
rich, so-
what we do with them now is if they're gonna do a ground mount system, it has to meet the 30-foot setback.
right.
See,
I mean, they're
there's-
permanent structures, they're not just
Correct.
temporary that blow away in the wind.
Correct. Now, your structure, yeah.
So your house is 30-foot back, it might have panels, or your panels are 30-foot back, and
Yeah.
Yeah,
So people have to
That's not a
ask,
problem.
yeah. Well, they have to
I would
ask.
think that's reasonable.
I think we're just hung up on the.
I'm not
On the
saying-
size.
size,
Right, I
Right?
agree with you.
So
On the-
right
on the
now, what's
size.
on the table is an acre or more.
Yeah.
It needs a permit. Under an acre,
Payback's 12
does
years,
not.
Makes no sense.
I mean,
as proposed. So that's what we have to wrangle with.
that's a lot of panels on acre. That's a lot of panels.
So we have to decide what our threshold of tolerance
Mhm.
is. Like, what's that nuisance that's being created? If it's, is it an acre? Is it less than an acre? Like, I don't know how.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the Senate bill that dealt with this, the change to agrivoltaics, I think in that bill, didn't it refer to one acre as being the largest size that is taxed to the home? And if it goes above
Yeah.
1 acre, it's taxed differently. It is handled by state, I think. I
I
could be
think
wrong
you're,
on this,
no,
but
I think you're right. and
That would be very helpful, because now you've got,
but I didn't have a chance to check that out with the assessor.
when do we know, Don? Does that make sense? Have you heard that?
I have not heard.
Well, I mean, I like that, if that's,
Yeah, we don't,
somebody's already thought about it.
It's
Yeah.
a natural
yeah.
Right,
boundary.
right.
So if that's the case, then yeah, I don't think we're gonna be
Why
stricter.
don't we just follow
than
that? If
state
it is
law.
true, and if it's a half acre, then we stay with a half acre. If it's 2 acres,
So,
if in fact,
rooftop solar is by right?
By right.
Or, and then anything on the ground is conditional?
yeah. No,
I don't
it's not.
think
No,
so.
it's not, it's not. If it's within that
If it's
acre,
anything-
if it's within that acre, then it's okay. On the ground, as long as it meets the setbacks, because it is a structure.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah,
a
but
structure.
certainly have to meet the setbacks.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm okay with that.
So what are you wanting to do with the rooftop?
It's the, who cares about the rooftop? It's the size.
Well, Mike cares.
Well,
Well, he
the
cares.
rooftop's
but-
only gonna be the size of the roof.
Well, that's what I'm
I'm
saying.
thinking of other people, I mean, I'm not planning any solar installations.
Whether you call it by right or whatever, rooftop installations are fine, on your property.
I mean, they're gonna be under an
Personally, I
acre.
don't like the look of roof.
Yeah, and let's say that too, just so that somebody doesn't put up this
1
massive
acre.
barn that's,
1 acre roof.
1 acre roof. Hey, think about it, it's 200 feet, 208.
Okay.
So do you use that term by right? And then the same thing with the ground? If it's on the ground, it's by right as long as it's within an acre, provided you meet the setbacks.
I feel like that's what's on the table.
What do you think of that, Mike?
I can agree with that.
What are you gonna do with the provision that unless you're commercial property on a highway, you can only cover 12% of your land with the structure?
All right.
But that could be-
You leave that in
Yeah,
there.
that's one specific.
If it's
Yeah.
conditional, who's reviewing that?
That's true.
Where does that go?
That's true.
That
That
comes
come in
here.
here?
Yeah.
I mean, we have properties that exist that are only
Yeah.
not even an acre. So they're gonna go cover their whole property with panels?
No, I mean, but why
It's under
would
an,
they? Why
it's,
would they?
it's under an
But you
acre and
gotta
they're
remember
generating
that-
their house.
The why would they do it?
No.
That doesn't happen anymore. It's like, you're gonna have somebody that's gonna do it just to do it, because they have no common sense.
Well,
You know, you gotta.
Can't help
I mean,
that. I mean,
I understand we can't help it, but we gotta figure out till we don't get those people.
that's why we have Dawn going out and policing.
Yeah, okay.
Got a big stick. But that sounds reasonable to me. Can you investigate that, Mike? That tax
Yeah.
laws?
Yeah,
Okay. And then just get back with him and he'll send it out to us.
sure.
But let's look at this, have comments back to Don no later than Thursday of next week. Does that
Are
sound
you
fair?
able?
Well, it's gotta go to the agenda
Yeah,
on Thursday. It
exactly.
needs to be done
Oh,
Thursday
okay.
morning.
Oh, okay.
We gotta have. it
Thursday,
done,
what's Thursday?
the date. that
They
we're-
just,
I thought,
they have to,
We have,
notice.
we have
We've
to
gotta
turn
put it
this,
on the agenda.
this has to go on the
For
agenda.
Tuesday.
Yeah, they gotta
For
notice.
Tuesday, okay,
On the
okay.
packets, go to the commissioners on Friday.
Okay, well, how about Tuesday? Can we do it by Tuesday? Okay, Tuesday. Send it back out to everybody, so that everybody's on the same page. Tuesday, review it.
So how are you wanting this formatted? As a spec section?
Does anything need to be said about in-rails, Don?
There's codes, limits.
Did you put it in chat?
We've got in-rail, we've got commissioners
AI
needing to
and
approve
have
transfer of
one.
ownership.
That's the best way to go.
Well, we need in-rail information.
What is that?
What section is it gonna be in? Is that what your question is?
Don, no.
Yeah.
And is it, yeah,
I gotta go.
What is NREL?
the in-rail report, national regulatory, blah, blah.
Oh, the report that you made available to us?
The one I sent you back in March.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't understand.
And whether you want the commissioners to approve the,
Take off.
new
What journey?
possible
Oh,
owners,
journey.
if it goes up for sale. See,
Now
my,
you lost me again.
so, I think from what I've seen is, most of these get sold.
Yeah.
These guys come in.
Oh, okay.
They come in.
And so-
put them in,
Big
Yeah, they
ones.
put them in and then,
And gonna sell
The
it.
provision I would like to see in there is that the county commissioners get to approve the new buyer and the
Absolutely.
conditions
Yeah,
that they're gonna
I'm
operate
okay
under,
with that.
because they have to be under the same condition as the land use
Correct.
code, not just some buyer
And it
that
could be some
shows.
fly-by-night guy, yes. Yeah.
But I wonder if we're stepping on private, on the rights of the landowner or the leasee, the operator, whatever. It seems like, I feel like, I don't have any evidence for this, but I feel like we're overstepping our authority by doing that.
have the commissioners,
Well, I know the 3 that got built here, they got sold and we know nothing about it or nothing about them.
Yeah, but as long as they continue to operate within the guardrails that they've been given.
And they're not.
Yeah, but there weren't any guardrails, but now there will be.
They had tree mitigation, they had prairie dog mitigation, and these people, because I had complaints and I finally contacted and tracked them down, they're like, oh, well, we weren't aware of any of this.
Back to the,
I can see that too, Mike.
nobody.
And all of
Nobody
that
knows
stuff
So-
was put in.
And the other thing is
can we
if,
just require notices provided to the county and not have it be an approval? Like, I don't know.
In the past, hasn't the county used deed restrictions in order to handle things like this?
the county can't do deeds unless it's county property. So the previous company that wanted to go in out at Pleasant View, they were planning on selling it, and new deeds from the new company were gonna be created.
Yeah.
Now you are not protecting the property rights of anybody because they're all in trouble. Now they've got solar panels on their deal, and it's like, oh, well, we'll pay you half the price of what the other guys were. Well, what are you gonna do?
So
It could
if-
turn into a mess easier than it could be
If the
right.
commissioners knew who was gonna buy it, what would they do to prevent catastrophe? What could they control?
Ensure the sureties are in place and references to see if they've ever operated or ran one of these and if they were a disaster or not. If they bankrupt everything they go to and leave counties in a bind,
So by their history.
Yeah, their history, yeah.
That-
There's gotta be a way to.
that's some sort of oversight.
Yeah, it's oversight, yeah.
And if they can't get a surety that meets the requirement of the surety, then
That for sure. Yeah, you're out.
How can the commissioners require that trigger to happen when they want to sell? What is it that you?
it's gonna be in our land use code regulation and they're gonna be bound by it.
And if they don't, then they pay the
They
consequences.
get to go
of
to
not-
district
of not
court.
following- Not following
For
the
the land use code.
So
Jeopardize
currently,
the sale.
the enforcement is that we can take anybody to district court for non-compliance with the land use code.
Okay.
So it just needs to be oversight.
When you get in the legal part, that's the county attorney, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know that either.
I don't have any issues with putting something like that in.
As long as we can.
Yeah, as long as there's
Yeah,
not
as long as
case
we can,
law
'cause I mean, I see
saying
your
that
point.
that's a bad
I mean, if I wanna
idea.
sell my house to this guy, I should be able to sell my house to that guy.
I'm assuming the process for the commissioners is that it goes through legal before it goes to them for their vote, correct? Doesn't he have to look at it?
We see.
Well, the commissioners are gonna look at it first and see if they like it or
Yeah,
don't like it.
Yeah, but I mean, before they.
The moratorium runs out in a month.
Mhm.
8th,
Today's the 11th, it runs out the 8th.
yeah. Let's
So-
extend the moratorium.
We're probably gonna have to,
There we go. Yeah,
and they're not gonna be happy,
I know.
No, they're gonna be pissed.
But this
because
is
they
a
said they weren't going to.
This is a complicated issue.
That's why I can't write this for you.
What? We're not asking you to write it, we're just asking you to format it.
Yeah, there you go. I like that. That boy, Jason. Just format
Another
it.
legal use of words.
Just, this is how it would go in other places.
What do you mean format it?
Well, just, I mean, we would, I'm just saying, like, a municipality, and this is not a municipality, it's a county, would lean on the planning department to make the recommendation of where it fits, what sections, all that kind of stuff. So that's all I'm really asking Don to do, is just think it through, like, where does this actually go? And then from there, just format it so it fits inside of the current structure of the code. That's it. Content-wise, I think you're right. I mean, that's up to us content-wise, and then if the commissioners want to poo-poo it, sections of it, or if they want to add to it.
So that's probably a misunderstanding I had. I was thinking or assuming that would be after it's approved, then it gets melded in with what's
That's the way
there,
it should work.
with the text that's been approved.
Well, I mean, we try to get all, usually by the time it comes to the decision-making body, all that's kind of done. Like, you've told the decision-making body, here's your text amendments, here's where it's gonna sit. Like, again, that's usually what comes before the decision makers. So, I don't know, but we could do however the county's comfortable doing it, I mean.
So this will go to the commissioners, and then they can make recommendations or send it back or whatever they want to do. And at that point, it's going to need to be in final draft form so that they can hold a public hearing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
still
it.
another.
So they're not voting on it right away.
right, they're just, okay. So we don't have to have it all formatted and all that stuff yet. We're really just, this is like first round of, hey, do you guys agree with all
First
this?
look,
What do you
see.
want? And then
Right.
hopefully the attorney will get to it.
Yeah, they'll have, the parts of that are legal, they'll have to have some input.
Okay, I see where we're going.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
So I'm assuming the other thing we talked about would go as a condition for approval, like the other conditions that we've listed. It would be an additional condition that if the owner-operator ever decides to sell, it must come before the commissioners for approval based on the requirements that they have for approving it. We don't have to put those requirements in the land use code, correct? It just needs to come before them, and they
They can decide.
or they'll come up with the conditions they want to add in there.
Correct.
Like we want to see the insurance, we want to see the bonds, we want to see so-and-so.
do you think they're gonna want some decision criteria spelled out? Sometimes that helps, right?
Right. I'm sure they will.
Just, they can, whatever they feel is appropriate and whatever legal feels is appropriate, they'll just list out, here's your decision criteria on that particular issue when it comes. So, I don't think we need to do that ourselves, I don't have no idea some of that.
Mhm.
I'd rather the attorney sort
Let
of
them-
make some
yeah, let them
recommendations
do it,
and
yeah.
figure that part out, so. But we should, yeah, I mean, I think we should build that in for them, or somebody should.
Do you want me to add that condition?
Sure.
Yeah, throw it
Yeah,
in there.
I
Well,
can give a
I
shot.
mean, you
at
think
it.
they'll like it,
Statement,
right?
If it looks
They'll be
bad,
okay
change
with
it, but
that?
I can,
Yeah,
Okay.
that statement, yeah.
And I think you had no disposal in our landfill.
I guess, oh man, I don't want to belabor this conversation. I mean, don't you already have things in the landfill, or things that aren't allowed to go in the landfill? Why do we need to call that out specifically in code?
Because if they end up with some strange
you've got
hailstorm and you
200
lose 10,000 acres of solar panels,
Yeah, it's gonna take up.
Yeah.
we're gonna have to build another $8 million
I'm just
cell in our
saying,
landfill.
like, are the other things that the dump doesn't allow, sorry, the landfill, I don't want to call it dump. The landfill doesn't allow certain things right now, right? Are those things in code specifically, or is that just like a policy? Like, we're not, this is not the
The
landfill.
landfill is its own enterprise zone.
Yeah.
And they operate on their own. They don't operate through the land use code.
Right, so that's all that's just the point I'm trying to make is like, the landfill would be the one that would decide if they would take the panels, not the land use code. So why do we need to mention that it won't be disposed of here?
Because the commissioners have made that
Yeah,
one
they
of
made
their
a statement that they.
requirements.
No, they don't want it in the
That-
landfill.
Exactly.
It's
But
a,
isn't
there
there
you go.
another mechanism to do that? Like, don't they have a say over the enterprise? I don't know. Again, like, I hate
So-
adding.
so what
I
this-
I don't like adding text.
if it's in the
that's
land
not
use
necessary.
code, it lets them know up front that they're decommissioning, better be figured out with more money in it. Cause you're not going
'Cause you're not
3
going there.
miles,
You're not
you're
That's-
going 103
Okay.
miles.
That's fine. I mean, it's not a hill I want to die on. I'm just saying, like, I'm not.
We are
Typically
getting,
try not to add more text than is necessary.
we're getting
It's terrible.
30% of La Plata County's waste now, and it's filling up our
I
landfill.
bet it is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we can't say, oh, you're out of the county, so you pay double.
Yeah. Yeah, I
And
mean,
they
if-
still bring it.
I mean, there's a law against it.
I mean, if they feel strongly they want that listed, that's cool. I
I
mean,
mean, if they want to see it, put it in. I mean,
Well, and now the state wants all this special stuff for landfills, and nobody can meet it, so I don't
Yeah.
know where you can have.
well, that's kind of what I was worried about too, is it's like, well, at some point, is there going to be legislation that they're going to try to force places to take the solar panels?
Mhm.
$30. I had to pay a guy probably $30 to bring it over.
I don't know, whatever. I mean, it's a very small thing that
But
in
like
the
John
scheme
said,
of what we're trying to do
Yeah,
here,
they see,
so.
they see up front, okay, here it is in the code. If the hailstorm comes, or I gotta decommission it, now I know I gotta take it someplace else. Yeah,
Well, and it'll be in the
becomes
decommissioning plan.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that needs to be understood when they,
Bill.
get an estimate on the bond.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
fair enough.
And it could be a deterrent too, you know?
Very much so, very much so.
Because, you know, if you had to haul it to freaking, say Albuquerque or somewhere, you know?
Right.
And the reason why we're getting some of La Plata's is because Bond had closed part of their property.
Well, it's
Well,
also-
that's why we want that bond to be reassured every 5 years, because, again, yeah, you're right, that the landfill, let's just say in Albuquerque says, we'll take it, and now all of a sudden they say, no more.
Yeah.
And that's gotta go further,
Yeah,
need more bond,
so, I mean, it's,
okay?
I'm good.
Yeah, no,
Just
I'm.
wanted to
I'm
throw it
okay.
out there.
Especially if they want it, yeah, no, that's what we're here to do, to
Yeah.
discuss that. What else, Doug?
Anything else you see that we might be missing?
Setbacks and areas for residents adjacent property.
On the next version, I'm
I
gonna
like
take out
that.
all the color stuff. Just leave the text.
that would,
That'll work.
that'd be a
Yeah,
lot
that'd be
easier on
good.
you.
Yeah.
Oh, the batteries, okay, the batteries. And I did check, yes, you're right, some don't produce the gas that will,
Older systems did.
yeah, and they're,
But now
they're,
you've
yeah.
got-
Yeah, the lithium stuff is,
You know,
Yeah, lithium.
the Tesla battery, I have a friend who put in a Tesla battery, he has no issues with flammable gases, none.
on a single family, but when you do the multiple, generation stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, half of that property, if you're gonna do, a large scale, it'll be 10 times this room full of batteries. And I don't know if those will catch fire or not. Because I don't know if those could be, if there's a choice for that kind of storage in the large commercial generating type.
They're now designed to be self-contained so that they lock themselves down and,
Oh, yeah, but they still catch fire.
oh
They
yeah,
still catch fire, and then the one next to it, hopefully doesn't, because,
whatever, yeah, they've got
yeah.
a
I've-
minimum distance so that they're not all lined up too close.
And the ones I saw are very close together, and I saw one catch on fire, and man, they were doing everything possibly to keep the other ones from catching fire, and they did. The fire department did stop it at just one,
Yeah.
but it burned and burned and burned. They couldn't put it out.
No, you gotta have those special
Yeah,
blankets
yeah,
and
to put it
smother
out,
and all that
yeah.
kind of stuff. Those are super expensive, so you're gonna have to have those with your fire department.
I still like that agricultural part in there, you know. If it's gonna be zoned Voltag, then make it agricultural also. Put grass underneath it, graze it.
The thing is,
Yeah, I know, gotta have water.
I'm supposing they're not gonna be able to graze it. They're just gonna do like what Dewey wanted to do, use the animals to mow. And then
Yeah.
they're gonna go through and then they're gonna be off the property. You won't be doing agriculture. You're just gonna be
That's fine.
bringing in mowers.
That's fine, but it's, in my estimation, you've got animals that are in there feeding off of weeds, grass, whatever. To me,
That's
that's,
not agriculture.
well, to me it is.
Not if you're just doing a mowing operation. If they raised them there, that, to me, that's ag. But if you're just having them come in to mow, that's not. Do I get to claim that my property is agricultural because I hire a herd of goats to come in and eat all the weeds? No. I don't get to zone my property
you
agricultural
won't get-
because I
you-
do
I don't know,
that.
that's a Leslie question.
You won't get an agricultural, a tax break, no, you won't. That you won't. But it solves the problem, and that's what I'm saying, is that if you have that commercial solar farm that's just mass full of weeds, because you got the solar panels up above, and I'm saying, then bring the herd in.
So
Clean
you,
it, make sure it's maintained. Maybe it's, maybe I'm using the wrong terminology, but don't let those
The biggest problem with it is they call them solar farms. They're not farms.
farms.
They're not farms.
But if you bring the animals in,
No, they're still not farms. I'm sorry.
that's what I'm saying, just somehow make sure it's maintained.
it's the difference between
There's no
moving your
weeds.
cows into the national forest for half the year.
Yeah,
Same thing.
they do. They do.
And
It's
it's
like
still
one
an
of my
agricultural
friends has a
use when
bunch
they
of
come
miniature
home,
horses. She's-
for as long as they're
It's
there.
agriculture. I'm
I
not sure
don't
what you
know.
use a miniature horse for.
Yeah, we could
I
do
guess you can
this.
pack out prairie dogs when you shoot them.
Can we, well, we can put it under maintenance then, right? The ground underneath's got to be maintained.
Well, again,
So
it's
you don't
gonna
want-
be the county weed control stuff at the end.
To me, you're excluding certain geographical areas because they can't be maintained that way. Like if there's a lot of rock or something, you just, there's gonna be issues. Or a high incline property, there's gonna be issues.
With what, maintaining it? Maintaining the ground?
Yeah.
What's the issue?
Where are you putting it?
The what?
It depends on where you're putting it.
I'm not following you. And I'm saying you maintain the
What-
ground underneath, period.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, we're, instead of allowing solar wherever someone brings the idea and it's properly permitted, we're gonna say, nope, we're gonna limit the scope to only these that you can take care of the ground underneath them. And why do they have to take care of the ground underneath? Why not be able to have a solar farm with no agriculture involved, and it's just the solar panels, and they don't have to worry about maintaining the ground underneath? Because it's probably not gonna grow very well anyway. There are places in this county that will not grow things very well already, and then you take away part of the sun part of the day, and what's it gonna do? I'm just saying, if we put those kind of conditions, we kind of narrow the
Yeah,
possibilities.
Yeah, I disagree.
And
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
Yes, you know,
I've been wrong
to
before.
me, if it's, if, again, I just don't wanna see that solar farm out there with a bunch of weeds underneath it. I just don't wanna see that. It's-
Go drive by Taunton. Go look at their little one that they got up there.
Yeah.
That's all it is weeds. That's all.
Yeah,
You know,
get,
it's only been there for
get
a
people
year.
out there, whack them, I don't care. Maintain it. Maintain it, just as
Yeah, but-
part of your obligation to produce.
No.
So what do we do for our neighbors? Do we require them to maintain their yards?
If they put a cell site, I mean, when they put, if they put a,
Well, if they got an acre worth of
with
solar panels,
the
then
solar panels they're going in, yeah. they're going to. And you have weed abatement programs with the Cortez, within Dolores, the town of Dolores,
So-
there's weed abatement programs. You have to maintain your property.
So, I'm gonna refer to what I think, Mr. Haley has referred to in the past, and that is, if we're gonna do that, we better do something about all the junk in the county.
And we do. They're on it.
We
No.
don't, we don't.
No,
do
we
it.
don't.
Oh, well, I mean, you're not
The
getting
only
every
ones-
one, but they're getting,
The
You're
only
getting
ones
them.
they get are the ones that have been doing it for the last 25 years. They've got a couple of those, but that's all. I mean, this county is so full. I mean,
Oh, man, if you're full of stuff,
unfortunately,
bring it to
right
his
over my
attention, he'll
house,
go out and
I've
get
got
them.
like 10 cars
Attaboy,
sitting in
guy.
my backyard.
You guys
I
did, you
shouldn't.
got those guys on Road F and, you know,
And I
the
know.
one up on 184,
We've
you
got
know?
some of 'em.
You guys get them, yeah. They're not getting every one of them, but they're getting them. Slow but surely,
When
they're
you get
doing
to
it.
17 trailers, that triggers it.
I give them credit. I give them credit.
The first 14, I guess you're okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so where are we going with this?
we don't know yet.
Okay,
You guys also need to vote to see who's going to be the representative.
I
on
vote
the
for him.
22nd.
Well, I will be there.
Oh, you will.
Yeah, I will be there, yeah.
I can't make it,
And I need,
so.
we want somebody else, two of us, right?
It's up to
Don?
Don.
It's whatever you, it doesn't have to be.
Oh. Well, come if you can come, yeah. If you can make it, make it. That way, when they throw questions at us, we have more than one mindset there.
I only have half of mine, so I would.
0.5.
Huh?
0.5, we have 1.5 people representing. I can't, as much as I would love to do that,
Okay.
I cannot make it that day.
Okay.
I looked at my
My turn?
calendar.
I might be able to make it.
Like I said, I don't know if my thought process is that good yet.
Yeah, 1:30 in the afternoon is not. Okay, what else? Is that it, Don? We got more?
No, that's all I got.
Do we have orders, I mean, marching orders, or? If
Well,
not,
yeah,
we
sounds like we're gonna look up the legislation, make sure about that 1 acre
About
thing.
yeah.
We're gonna
Michael, do that.
we're gonna add just a little bit about the
Ownership,
ownership
Yep.
section,
Definitely.
and then I think
and then
they,
do it by Tuesday,
yeah, and
so that it can be sent out by Thursday.
then we'll just put it in the hands of the
Okay,
commissioners.
and make sure we
to-
leave that, a part of the commissioners having oversight,
Yeah,
especially if they want to see it, yeah.
yeah,
Give it to them.
give it to them, let them
Yep.
decide what they want, and if they kick it back to us, then maybe we do need to have them extend the moratorium, but maybe they'll be direct enough and be like, nope, yes, yes, and we'll just be done, so.
Yeah, be done with it.
Well, it depends on, I don't know what, before when we did the land use code change, it was a 30-day notice, but I don't know what it has to be.
Yeah. Isn't that in your procedures somewhere? Oh,
It just says a minimum of 1 public hearing.
oh, okay. Yeah,
So
we're,
generally, we like to advertise it 2 weeks in a row,
yeah,
but I don't know what the absolute minimum is. And it's gonna depend on what the commissioners want.
yeah, absolutely.
If it's
So let's
like
just
last
get-
time, they were
Yeah,
So one
said to do one thing and we did that and then they went off and
And did totally different.
went up the river and 1 acre lots and it was a train wreck.
So that if, once we give it to the commissioners and they digest it, give it back to us, then it becomes its true form, does the public get to see it?
Yes.
Oh, so-
yeah, it'll be a
okay,
public,
yeah.
So
it
it-
has to be a
it has
public
Well,
hearing.
no, public hearing, but how do they get to read it?
So at that point, I will have to go into our land use code and
Okay, so it'll be there, okay,
put it in there where and how it would read.
okay.
Yeah,
So they'll be able
And
to
then
read it.
that's when the public notice goes out to the public, so they know what
What to expect.
they're talking about.
and then if they wanna come comment.
Yeah, because, I
It's
mean, if
kinda
they
sounding
like it, then they
the
won't come.
moratorium's gonna have to go just a little bit farther.
Maybe like a couple weeks. Yeah, or what?
A couple weeks?
maybe.
Probably a couple more months.
I told him, I said, you know, this summer, people have been gone. Can't really get it too hammered out when everybody's got 100 things going on and
Yeah.
people are in and out.
Yeah.
I think we're pretty good.
Okay, we good? Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Who did the first? Oh,
Okay.
Second by Mr. Lynch,
Sure,
Armstrong.
me, but
and the
that's,
time was 8:10.
Armstrong.
okay.
Okay. Oh, man. Go home, go to bed.
Yeah, I think Weiser's just down here doing his, he's doing his roadshow for